What's up, guys? Mr. Blue Sky here. Today this is not going to be a gaming video. This is actually going to be my first paintball video. Um, Again, this is something else I said I was going to do on the channel. I love paintball a lot. I play it a lot. I go with friends. I just love paintball. It's so much fun. So I thought I'd include it in this channel as well as gaming. But this first video isn't actually really a gun review, as much it's a gun criticism. Don't get this gun. Please just don't. You will make your life... just don't get it. It is the Spider MR100. It's a it's a woods ball / rec ball marker. The first thing I want to warn you about is if you're a beginner and you do the same thing that I did, which was I looked at the gun. It looked just like a speedball marker because of the trigger and just because of the overall look of the gun, and I assumed it would work the same way as a speedball marker did. I was wrong. It did not. And a matter of fact, I went to go double tap my first game. It was, oh my gosh, I can't explain the emotion. I went to double tap my first game, it didn't work, and I knew that I had made a huge financial mistake. Second thing about a Spider MR100 is where I live. I live in Virginia, and the two places that I go paintballing are Southern Maryland Paintball, great place, great maps, recommend them, and Pev's Paintball, also great place, great refs, great fields. I would recommend them as well if you're in the Virginia area. But anyways, these local shops don't repair spiders. And a matter of fact, they try to avoid spiders. I called both of them separately asking if they repaired spiders, and they both said they avoid repairing spiders. It might be because they're just terrible guns, but it's also probably because they're sponsored by Tippmann, which is a much superior gun brand if you're starting out. Which is what I recommend. If you're starting out paintball, go get the Tippmann 90 or the Tippmann A5. Those are great starter rec ball guns. Speedball guns, I can't really recommend. I'd say probably go with an Empire Mini if you're really starting out and you really want to play speedball. I'd go with the Empire Mini. That's a great starter speedball gun. But do not get this gun. Please, just make your life easier. I bought this gun in a package, which came with the following. It came with 6 pods, which, as you can tell, I do use. Hold on. So it comes with 6 pods, these 6 pods right here, which are actually pretty good. I do use them when I go paintballing with friends. It saves you the trouble of having to rent pods, which I really like. One of the few things that came in the package that I use. The second thing that comes in the package is a mask. This mask. It's a pretty basic starter mask. It actually has a visor on the top, which I have right here. Hold on a second. Yep, right here. Alright. It also comes with this visor, which you would put on the top, like so. Except it wouldn't fall over. But, so it comes with all of these things. So here's that. It also comes, the gun itself, the Spider MR100, either you buy it by itself or not, comes with a stock that you would screw in right back here, which might seem like a good idea, but the tank they include in the package is a 20-ounce CO2 tank, so you can't even really use the stock. So, I mean, plus it's a CO2 tank. Compressed air is far superior to CO2, trust me. Plus, if you go to fields, usually refills for compressed air are free. So usually you want to go with compressed air, while they supply you pretty nice CO2 inconvenience, I would say. So this package came with all this, plus, it's not done yet, a pod pack. Which, if you are anything like me, starting out at paintball, about 5'4", when I started out paintball, I was about 5'4", 90-something pounds, and I was just freaking... I was small, okay? This pod pack they include isn't a Velcro pod pack. Already, this is a pretty bad deal. And a matter of fact, it's actually a buckled pod pack. Actually uses buckles. Here, look. uses buckles that you would close. And it didn't even fit around my waist. Every time I put any type of weight in it, it just fell right down to my ankles. So, plus it's a crappy pod pack. So I would not recommend this pod pack. The company is Three Skull, I think. The same company makes the same pod pack. So all this was about, I think it was somewhere around $180, which seems like a great deal, right? But let me tell you, crappy gun that no place repairs, and yeah. Also, the third reason why I wouldn't recommend the gun is because it broke literally the first time I went paintballing with it. And I didn't even do anything with it. I bought the gun initially for a science project, but I bought it with a package so I could go paintballing with it as well. Bad idea. So the first time I went paintballing with this was at Pev's Paintball Park. Great park, definitely recommend them. So I was paintballing. It was about the third round. I'd been playing 2 rounds with this already, and I was loving it. Oh man, foreshadowing much. So I was playing on this one map called, I think, Scrapyard, and it had this house, right? I went into this house. Before I entered the house, I had my barrel pointed down, and all the balls started spilling out. All of them. All of my paintballs were just spilling out, which was obviously, looking back, a ball detent problem. But then I went to shoot it, and it was shooting double, which I'm assuming is also because of the ball detent problem. It was shooting 2 to 5 paintballs at a time, which was a big problem. And then after about 6 shots with that multi-fire crap, it started breaking paintballs right here. And so it's just pretty much just shooting paint right out of the barrel, and that was annoying. But so I stopped playing because I couldn't really play with it anymore. And so now, just I think last year, this was in 7th grade, by the way. I think just last year, no, it was I was in 8th grade, and I went to go play with it. I went to go try this out, and the night before, I cleaned everything. I cleaned the barrel, I cleaned this spot, I cleaned the internals, I cleaned the bolt, I cleaned everything, and oiled it up and everything. Lubricated, it was pretty much brand new, except the ball detent thing. Even with the ball detent problem, which usually should just spill out balls, right? It continued to break paintballs as I tried to fire. There are literally only 3 things that are worth it in this package that I use at all, and it's the hopper, the pods, and the mask. I have not used any other part. I have not continued to use any other part of this package since this gun broke. Yep. Since this gun broke, I've only used the hopper, the mask, and the pods. I used the hopper when I went paintballing with my friend, and he let me borrow his gun, but his hopper was kind of small, so I used that one. Worked really well. But I will tell you, do not buy the Spider MR100, especially if it comes in a package. Just don't. So if I was starting out, I'd purchase a Tippmann 98 or A5. Their warranties, they're unbeatable. I mean, they've got insane warranties. Their durability is legendary. Tippmann is just the way to go if you're going to start out paintballing. But if you want to start out in the speedballing arena, I'd go with an Empire Mini or an Empire Axe. Those are 2 great paintball guns, great starter guns for speedball. And if you got a little bit more money, I'd go with a Empire Axe Pro or a Mini GS. But other than that, just don't buy this gun. Literally the reason for this video was just not to buy this gun. So that about wraps up this video. In the future, I will try to make more paintball content. Hopefully that's a little bit more exciting than criticizing a spider gun. Again, don't buy a Spider MR100. It breaks very easily. My friend's had a little bit more luck with his, probably because he hasn't used it as much. But yeah, don't buy the Spider MR100. Just spend the extra, $30 and get a Tippmann, okay? Just get a Tippmann. It'll last you so much longer, and it comes with a great warranty. That about wraps up this video. I will try to produce more paintball content in the future. I do own a GoPro, but I need to get a good mask and a good setup to get it all good to go, so that way next time I go paintballing, I'll be able to get some footage and post it on my channel. But until that time, this is all I'm going to have for paintball. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or not enjoyed it. I hope it helped you if you're searching for a paintball gun. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. This was Mr. Blue Sky with this criticism of the Spider M100. Do not buy it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.